Hello everyone. So today I'm here to discuss about the topic the human circulatory system. So before starting my topic, I would like to introduce myself. I am S. Priya, born and raised in Port Blair, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. I have completed my undergraduate in biotechnology and I have secured 79.4%. I have completed my masters in biotechnology and I have secured 86.5% and I have also completed a degree in diploma in medical lab technology and I have secured 93.5%. If talking about the experience, I have experience in CBSE and ICSE board, and I have also, as I was a home tutor, I was taking the classes online too. So what is the meaning of circulatory system? So the human circulatory system pumps the blood from the heart to the lungs to get the oxygen and to supply it to the whole body. So the human circulatory system, it is the important role of the human circulatory system is it supplies the nutrients, minerals, the ions to the different parts of the body. Okay. So the human circulatory system, the concept of how the blood circulates in the body was given by William Harvey. Okay. So he has given the term the human circulatory system, okay, and he has explained the concept. So let's get to the topic. So the parts of human circulatory system. So what are the things that are included in it? The blood, arteries, veins, and the heart. So firstly, blood. You know, blood is also known as the connective tissue. Connective tissue, as it contains the oxygen, the minerals, the ions, the nutrients. It supplies to all parts of the body. So blood, okay, so blood, it is a type of fluid connective tissue, okay. So it is mainly divided into two parts, that is the plasma and the blood corpuscles. So firstly, what is a plasma? So plasma is the water content in the blood. So when the blood comes, if you get hurt or something, you can see the water content in the blood. Okay, why the water is watery? The water content in the blood is known as the plasma. Okay. So what are the blood corpuscles? So blood corpuscles, it includes the RBC, WBC and the platelets. Okay, this is red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles and the platelets. Red blood corpuscles, what is red blood corpuscles? That is the red blood cells. The red blood cells, it supplies the oxygen to all the parts of the body, okay, and the WBC, okay. So when you have the medicine, after that you start sweating. That is the, so when you have the medicine and it fights against the infectious diseases, like if you have a fever, the common fever, if you have a viral, it helps to fight against that disease, that particular disease, okay. It acts as a barrier. So what are the blood platelets? So when you get hurt, okay, when you get hurt in the legs, hands or wherever it is, so at first you see the blood coming from the where you have got the hurt, the wound, okay. So what happens after some time, after 1 minute or 2 minutes, okay, you can see the blood has been stopped. So what is that? That is because of the blood platelets. They act as a clotting factor. They act as a clotting factor, okay. So after that, the arteries. So next is the arteries. So arteries, they are red in color and the veins are blue in color, okay. So arteries are red in color and they carry the oxygenated blood, okay. They carry the oxygenated blood. And the veins contains the deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. But there is an exception in the pulmonary vein and pulmonary arteries. Okay. So here you can see the arteries, they carry the oxygenated blood. Here it is the pulmonary artery contains the deoxygenated blood, and here the veins, it contains the deoxygenated blood. But here it is exception that the pulmonary vein, it contains the oxygenated blood. Okay, so after that, heart. Okay, the human heart, it has 4 parts: right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. Okay. The heart has the 4 chambers. So what happens is, so when the blood enters, okay, so when the deoxygenated blood is the blood which contains the carbon dioxide. Okay, when the deoxygenated blood enters the right atrium through the tricuspid valve, it enters to the right ventricle. Okay, from the right atrium, it enters through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. Okay, and from there it passes through the semilunar valve, and from there it goes to the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery, as I have told, it contains the deoxygenated blood. The pulmonary artery, it passes the blood to the lungs to purify it, to purify the deoxygenated blood to oxygenated blood. Okay, and from there it passes through the pulmonary vein. As I have told, pulmonary vein, it contains the purified blood. Okay, so the deoxygenated blood is passed through the lungs, and it passes through the lungs, it gets purified, after that it gets oxygenated, and from there the pulmonary vein, it passes the blood to the left atrium. Okay, here in the right part the deoxygenated blood passes, and in the right the oxygenated blood passes. So don't get confused between the two. So from the pulmonary vein, the blood passes to the left atrium, and from the left atrium, what happens, through the bicuspid valve, the blood passes through the left ventricle. Okay, so from the left atrium through the bicuspid valve, the left ventricle, so from the left atrium, the blood passes through the bicuspid valve into the left ventricle, and from the left ventricle it passes through the semilunar valve to the dorsal aorta. So firstly, one thing I want to tell, aorta. What is aorta? It is the largest artery in the human body. Okay, so the purified blood passes to the dorsal aorta, and from the dorsal aorta, the blood is passed to the all parts of the body. Okay, you can see it passes to the all parts of the body, and from there it passes to the the vena cava. Okay, the vena cava, from the vena cava, the deoxygenated blood comes. Okay, after it passes through the dorsal aorta, the purified blood, it goes to all parts of the body, and the impure blood is transferred to the from the vena cava to the right atrium. So the process continues. Okay, one more thing before ending I would like to say is, the human circulatory system is known as double circulatory system. Okay, why it is known as double circulatory system? Because the blood comes to the heart 2 times, not the 1 time. The impure one, okay, the impure one comes and the pure one comes. Okay, so the blood passes 2 times to the heart, so it is known as the double circulatory system. Okay, so thank you so much.